Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
What do you mean everyone's dead?
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there. I can't believe it. All those people... dead.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember... running. Things were chasing me and then... a woman?
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. The largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
Oh, jeez.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world.
Just that.
Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is
There you
killing
go.
It may be the key to
Can you
stopping
hear me?
this, but there isn't much time.
Alright. I've never done voice chat before, so.
I understand.
Then
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
Yeah. I just got mine back on today. I just paid for them. I just pay for a month, and then when I get my taxes back, I'll go ahead and pay for a year.
They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinian, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars.
Yeah.
She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead.
Yeah. The only reason I really get it is just for them when they have any decent free games. Cause I play mostly single player games, so I don't do a lot of online play.
There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
Well, I have it. I had the first one. I had that on my. I had that one on my 360 and my PS3. And then I got the second one for my Xbox, and I played that one for a little while before I got the PS4 because my mom got me this for Christmas. And then I went ahead and gave my 360 to my ex and her boyfriend because I got like 3 systems and only 2 TVs, so. Cause at first I thought my mom was gonna get me an Xbox One, cause I'd already planned on giving. I told him anyway, cause I was pretty sure I was getting an Xbox One, so I told him I'd give him 360 anyway, cause I had a good amount of backwards compatible games, and I didn't really need to keep it, so I was gonna give it to him anyway. And then I opened it up and it's a PS4. I was like, well, that's a surprise, but I went ahead and gave it to him. Gave it to him anyway, because like I said, I only got 2 TVs, and I didn't feel like switching back and forth anyway. So I was like, so I got the PS4 right now in my living room, and then the PS3 back in my bedroom. After Rick gets off a Christmas break, I'm gonna switch it around because he's been with my parents ever since school let out. Cause he almost always stays over there when he's out of school anyway, cause he can't get enough of my dad, and my dad can't get enough of him, so. He's 8 now. Yeah, he'll be 9 in April. I know he's halfway grown, cause he was 3 when we left Kentucky, so. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, Rick was well, he was the first one. He was the last baby, but he's the first one that my dad actually had to be around when he was a baby, because my sister's kids, cause my mom and dad were split up when all of them were born. So by the time they got back together, my 'cause they were about halfway grown before my dad seen any of them. So when they reconciled and got back together, they were almost grown. And then the oldest one, my sister's oldest one, they stayed with him for a little while, and my dad doted on him as best he could, as much as he could, because that was his first grandkid, and Rick came along, and then he became the new favorite. Oh no, I don't like anything. Alrighty. That's work. It's crazy. This thing didn't. He'll be 9. Like I said, he's halfway grown. I swear sometimes it seems like he still should have, just got here. I mean, at least you had like 2 more to fall back on. As far as it goes right now, Rick's my one and only. So once he's grown up, it's like, well, that was a fun little adventure. I don't know what to do now.
The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Every father in the valley was laid waste, including the temple of sacred ashes. I think Stay behind me.
That's cool. That's good. It's like, I know it took Rick forever, because he didn't even start crawling until he was almost just a little bit after a year. Because one thing, his head was so big. Because his head, like literally, his head was in the 90th percentile, and even the doctor said it's like that's the reason why it's taking him to do a little longer, was standing up and everything, because yeah, his neck had to get strong enough for it. Because he didn't even start crawling until Shane's birthday that year. He turned back in 2010. Because we had took him to the party. Because me and his mom were still together, and we didn't have a sitter or nothing. And, you know, and that's when he up and started crawling. It was like awesome, and like I'm drunk too, so I started crying. So he started crawling on Shane's birthday that year, and then later on and a few months later he went to Virginia to visit my parents, and then when we went and got him, he was walking. So it was only like a few months in between when he started crawling and when he started walking.
Take these potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Yeah.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp, or fighting. We are on our own for now.
Like, no, as soon as Rick got mobile, that's what he was. That was what he was all about, is staying mobile. As soon as Drake got to moving, he was like, he didn't want to be held no more. he didn't want nothing to do it. He was like, if he could get anywhere without you, then he was fine. And like he's ready to abandon everything, like ready to abandon the stroller and everything. Now it's like if you get him, you're lucky if you give him a walk from the living room to the bathroom to go take a piss.
There, watch out! If
we
flank them, we may gain the advantage.
It was like about a month or so ago. Sent him outside to take the garbage out, and you know, cause like, I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot of chores to do, but that's one of them. And next thing I know, he's and I was at work at the time. Freaking turns out he went around, and instead of going all the way to the dumpster, which isn't that far from the front door of the apartment, he goes around the corner of the building and drops the garbage off there, because he wanted to hurry up and get back in the house, even though there's nothing, you know, there wasn't nothing going on. I'm like, seriously, kid. It just ruined my whole day. Cause I was at work. I was in a good mood and everything, and then my girlfriend calls him and tells me what happened. I was like, really? I was like, I just totally disappointed in him. I just had a loss for words. Like I said, it messed up my whole day. It's like I thought I raised him better than that. He couldn't even walk 10 feet to the Herbie Kirby. You know, to the dang dumpster just to throw some stuff away. I mean, because he's already been grounded for like almost since August anyway. For lying and crap over like just simple like ESO like bursting his like for like a month and a half. He just constantly lying about everything, like brushing his teeth. Like he would sneak. Like his bedtime's at 8 o'clock, you know, and right now we're having a 1-bedroom apartment, so he sleeps. We got a sofa sleeper for him on the in the living room, and you know we got and then the bedroom in the back. So he goes to bed at 8. I go in the back, and he normally just goes on to sleep, but he started getting up and like either first he had a Kindle, he'd grab that and play on it until he passes out, and then he get caught because it's right next to him when we go and check on him, and then for some odd reason my dad decided to get him a phone, and then that's another thing that he would be on instead of sleeping like he was supposed to, and then try to hide it, and then along with I said, the line about brushing his teeth, line about taking a bath. He would go in there and just sit in the water for a little bit and not wash. Just say he was done and get out. And there's still like dirt under his nails, like food on his face from dinner. I'm like, really? So yeah, we took like all electronics from him away for like the whole year.
You can hear the fighting. Who's fighting?
And even after that, he was still do. So because one of his math class, that's like the only thing he can like get online and do his math work on. And it's like, okay, that's fine. Well, you know, we can do that. But then he got caught going on to it instead of doing his homework like he's supposed to. He's on a game site. I'm like, really? So now, then we had to write him a note specifying that he couldn't do that anymore. So he has to have paperwork for that. And so he still can't. So he can't do anything. The only thing he can do is like I'll let him get on the Netflix or Hulu to watch cartoons, and that's only if we're not already in here watching something. If we are, then he's on his own. And you just have to watch. You just have to watch what we watch. Well, watch what we watch, and if we decide to go in the bedroom early before he goes to bed, he can watch something himself. Then, if not, then he just has to deal with it.
At least this is good for something.
He's been, I mean, ever since that, and then ended up having to even take Halloween away from him because he got that taken away at first, and then he started to earn it back. But then that's when he did the garbage thing. So I was like, well, so much for that. So then I had to cancel Halloween and then threatened to take his Christmas away from him. And when I did, I had already put like all his Christmas stuff on layaway at Walmart as soon as they started up in September. I got like almost $400 worth of stuff, and I was like, if you not straighten up, I will take you with me when I cancel your layaway. You can watch them put everything back if you don't stop.
It's good to meet you, Varric.
You may reconsider that.
And then he still had to earn, and even after I got out, he still had to earn everything back because he had to make sure he had to do his chores and brush his teeth and everything, and not and go to bed on time, and not back talk or argue about anything.
Soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
So like one package at a time, he ended up earning everything back.
I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
So hopefully the start of the new year, he'll do okay and be a little better.
Solus is an apostate, well versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much.
And also it's extra difficult because he because pretty much he splits time between me, my parents, and his mom.
We are all doomed.
Like he's with me most of the week, and then on Thursdays he goes to my parents' house. And then my mom's okay. My mom makes him makes him mine and and keeps him on the right track. My dad, on the other hand, my dad gets into him like a lot. So there's been plenty of time I come over there and I catch him on on the Kindle or on the computer or something. It's like, are you supposed to be on there? No. It's like, why are you on there? Cause Pop, no, don't let Pop get let you do stuff that you ain't supposed to. And then over his mom is just like the Wild West. She doesn't.
You should know.
She's trying to be more of his friend than an actual mom, so she just lets him do whatever he wants to.
I find it difficult to imagine
and so they keep on making sure that she's the favorite, but that doesn't help anything either.
Well,
cause her boyfriend will make him mind more than she will. I'm like, geez, man.
This way, down the bank. The
road
ahead is blocked.
Yeah.
We must move quickly.
You gotta help me to help him. Man. I mean, there's a good way. It's over here. Over here, it's like I gotta be the bad guy, and then everybody else is just like, "Oh, he's so cute." And it's like, no, it's not what. Cause I finally got my dad on the same page, but then, like I said, though, over his mom, that's a whole other kettle of fish. It's like.
Demons ahead. Glad you brought me now, Seeker.
Yeah, I love seeing pictures of Haley because she just has. It's like she's a 14-year-old in a 4-year-old's body. And Ben, he's just the cutest little boy I've ever seen in my life. He is. That boy's adorable with them big blue eyes, and it's like, you don't hear boys be called a dog often, but that boy's a dog. Yeah, I've seen the pictures Laura puts up of you and him when he was a baby. I was like, wow, that is your twin. It really is scary. I mean, it's like people say Rick looks a lot like me. I still don't see it. He looks like his mom more than anything to me. Mm-hmm. I appreciate it. I hardly ever see it. Every time I look at him, it's like, that's your mama, and that's like you do. There's a whole lot of stuff. Like there's a whole lot of stuff that he does. Is like that's straight his mom right there. Like the biggest thing both of them do is neither one of them will actually take time to look. They'll look for stuff when you ask them to. Both of them are real quick to say, I don't know where it's at. It's like it's right here. It's right here. It's right here in front of you. And both of them do that.
Make it take you.
Cause for some strange reason I got a job where I work at Bojangles, and like she'll like constantly say work. She can't find something, and I'll go right behind her. And it's like it's right here. Like it's usually gotta like move something out of the way, or it's like it's right here. Just if you would have moved it, you would have found it. And it's like, and I tell her all the time, that's where Rick gets it from. Cause Rick gets real quick where he'll send him to get something. And it's like I didn't see it, and then you go right behind him. It's like it's right here. Cause it really won't. It's like I said, it's like some things that he puts great effort into, like some of the most like minuscule stuff. Like if he's like actually like drawing or something or building Legos, he'll put great time and effort into that. But God forbid you ask him to look for something. If he can't find it within the first 3 seconds of him going to look for it, he's done. I mean, he can sit there and build stuff, put together and take apart Legos for like 2-3 hours.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every
Yeah,
time.
that's
Story.
that is one thing I fully encourage him to draw and mess with Legos, because even before we took everything away from him, he would play Minecraft a lot. And he got to the point where he is building like this real like this intricate stuff. And I'm like, I don't understand Minecraft like one bit. It's after my time. And it's like I watch him play. It's like that's a really good job. And he'll for most I get him Legos. I get him Lego sets, but more often than not, he'll put after he puts everything together the first time. He'll take it apart, just do his own thing, and then some of the stuff he does just offhand is like that's really impressive, kid. Cause this year for Christmas, I got him a whole like one day I put him out with was a whole big Lego set. It's like 700 some odd pieces. And like a big, just all kinds of different size bricks and wheels and windows and everything, and a big plastic mat to actually to build on it. And like I said, as long as he makes sure to pick it up when it gets done, he'll be set for a while. Just doing stuff just building stuff off the top of his head, and he's become a really good artist and everything too. I'm really impressed by some of the stuff he does. He makes me real proud with the stuff he does. And it's like, no, me neither. I mean, I could do okay. I mean, I'm still to the point where I'm better with a diagram than anything else. If I can know what we're building, it's like I can do better with that. I can't just build stuff, just off my own ideas. And I've always been a bad artist. But like when he was younger, it looked like I didn't think he was gonna be. He would draw stuff, and for kids, you're like, oh, that's cute, and then you really don't know what he just did. But he's gotten really good at drawing. He drew a freehand picture of Pikachu, and I got it up that I got up on the refrigerator. Yeah, he did a really darn good job. And then he'll sit there and draw like his own mazes and stuff. It's like real intricate things. It's like that's really impressive. And it's just like out of nowhere, because I've never seen something, the stuff he designs or he get an idea from a game that he used to play, and just draw stuff like freehand, and every now and then he'll take something just so he can like trace around it, and then he'll add stuff to whatever he traces, and it's just like it's like imagination and stuff that he can do. It really impresses me. I encourage him to do that to do all that as much as possible. And he like he's real into art now, and now he's showing an interest where he wants to do gymnastics, because like he'll be in the house, and I think it's part of it because he's got ADHD. So, and once the meds wear off, he gets all the energy they got suppressed comes back up. So he'll be in the house, and if he's not drawing or otherwise doing something, he'll start bouncing around and then trying to like tumble in the house and stuff. It's like, man, we live in a small apartment. You can't be doing all that. And then plus with it being winters now, you can go outside a whole lot. So we made a deal with him saying that he has to work on his grades, because his grades have gone down a little bit. And he brings his grades up. We'll see about getting him into some gymnastics or something. Cause they got a couple of classes here. The one main one, that's a little pricey. And it's kind of like Lou's Academy in Hoptown. It's like a lot of kids go there, and it's really good, but it'll cost you. And then they got other little smaller places where he can still have fun doing that. But it's something that I could it's a little bit more manageable for me. Yeah, cause there's a lot. That's one thing I'm not really glad I moved here. There's a lot. Even like the rec centers around here, they offer a lot of, or going to the library or something, they offer a lot of like classes for kids and kids to do stuff, or like do stuff with their families. It's so much better than being in Hoptown where there really ain't nothing to do. Like what's nothing to do like whatsoever there. Here you got a whole lot of options. Just like going downtown, there's a transportation museum, there's an actual art museum, we have a science museum. There's a zoo in town. There's like you throw a rock in any direction, you're gonna hit some kind of park or something to take your kids to. Like there's bike paths and walking paths, dog parks. There's a whole bunch of stuff around here. Yeah. That's about the most of it. I mean, it's just like living in Hoptown. If you want to do something, you either have to go to Clarksville or Nashville. And I hated going to Nashville. Especially after you drive there and then try to drive through it and not get killed by somebody else. You're pretty much ready to come back home. Yeah, I do not miss going to Nashville whatsoever. I don't know. I did like Opry Mills. I gave him that much. Opry Mills was a cool mall. And I miss Opryland too. Opryland was fun going too. Cause I went to Opryland like 3 times. I went I even went that year before they closed it down all the way. That was back a long time ago. Yeah, I've never been to Dollywood. I finally we walked around Pigeon Forge like a few years back, but we didn't really actually do anything, do a whole lot. We pretty much just walked around. But I've never been to Dollywood. I went to Opryland 3 times, and I went to Kentucky Kingdom a couple times. I went once before they got bought by Six Flags, and then once afterwards. Yeah. I don't, if it's even still open, I'm not even sure. Yeah. Yeah, cause like I said, cause the last time I went to Opryland, I said I think I went that year before it closed, and even then that was back when I was like, I think I was in like 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade when I went. So that. Alright, yeah, I had T-Pack. That's what. Yeah, I remember. That was like the first time I ever did a IMAX at the Science Museum in Nashville. I went and seen a thing about Lines on the Serengeti, and it was in 3D. And now we got IMAX theater like in the town next over, which I guess it'd be my Carsville. Even though there's a lot of stuff to do where I'm living now in Roanoke, the town next over, they got an IMAX theater. And the day after Christmas, I went and seen the new Star Wars there, and that was awesome. I'm probably Nashville. Every now and then I miss it there. I think it's mainly because there's a lot of people people there I'm still friends with, and I miss seeing our regular basis. Like I met your brother and Kelly and the rest of them from Outwood. But other than that, I put Kentucky in the rearview mirror because it took me so long to get out of there. Like my papa asked me messing with me. He's like, "You think you ever go back to Kentucky?" I'm like, "No." I spent a good majority of my life trying to leave there. I'm not. I'm good. I like to come back and visit one day, but about it. Cause hey, I still got to officially meet you. Been friends for 7 years and never actually met. Cause I heard about you cause from Kelly and then from Shane, but like I said, I never actually met you till then you friended me on Facebook. And like I said, it's like I always say, you're like one of the best dudes I know that I've never met. And I tell all them, Matt Davis is good people. I ain't never met him, but he's good people. Yeah. Hell, this is even the first time we've ever even actually talked to her. Yeah. It's good. Like I said, it's good to finally get to talk to you. At least put a voice to the pictures I've seen. Yeah. No, I said I'm hoping this next time I'm actually able to at least come back for a weekend or so. And if I do, I'll holler at you so I can actually come there and meet you, Laura, and the kids. And then also I gotta see when Kelly's actually getting married so I can come home for that too. Yeah. Brandon proposed to her on Christmas. Yeah, they were playing Cards Against Humanity, and it was like one of the write-in cards, and yeah, he proposed to her on that. I was like, that's rather cute. I'm glad they worked stuff. I'm glad they worked stuff out. I mean, I thought I was gonna have to come home and hit it with my car or something at first. Man, but you never know about things. So like I said, as long as she's happy, I'm happy. So. Yeah, that's the main reason I stay on there, just so I can keep in touch, cut in touch with the important people. And yeah, and then yeah, I understand that completely, but I don't subscribe to any of that. It's like if I even not think I got somebody start drama, if I'm friends with them, all I do is I just hide it. It's like I love you, you're a good person, but you're a magnet for fraud. I had to do that to my niece on Becky's side. I mean, I love the little girl to death. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've known her since she was 4 years old, and I still love her. But like for like 2-3 years, I had her hidden from my feed because it's like, I gotta wait for you to grow up a little bit. I mean, she still has moments because she's 20 now, so she's still young and. She's still at that age where stuff like that, drama stuff is important to her for some reason, but but it's a little bit more manageable now than when she was like 15, 16. But I'm a grown ass man. It's like I don't have time for all that. I don't have time or energy for all that. Cause for the most part, if I'm on there, I'm in a few groups that I'm in. There's like one's like a cook. There's a food group cause I cook a lot. I'm in a food group and like a gamer group and a movie group. I stay on there to keep up with them. Just like talk to other like-minded people about stuff, and then keep up with all my friends, family, and occasionally share something funny or how my day's going. But yeah, outside of that, mainly watching all my friends with kids, watching all their kids grow up. Because like I said, I thoroughly enjoy watching Robert Haley and Ben grow up and get bigger. And I got a bunch of friends with small children. I just like watching on them because, like I said, Rick's my only one, so I have to live vicariously through my other friends' kids. Yeah. every now and then it's like, go to your grandparents just for a couple of hours. I think I'm off Sunday. I was gonna take Rick to see it. He wanted to go see the new Jumanji movie, but I think it might be with his mom. Oh, excuse me. She said something about wanting to come. Was gonna come get him and keep him for a few days before school got back in on Wednesday. Yeah. He's got gore, so he's better off. And yeah. Yeah, so sometimes I don't know how to say it, that things that come to that, but sometimes it's for the best. Rick's mom, sometimes she tries, but she can still do a lot more than, what she does. And I give her every opportunity to, because Rick's a mama's boy. He loves his mom to death. I would never deny him his mom, but sometimes I just wish he would do a lot better. And then when she does start doing better, it doesn't seem to last long. Cause like I said, I got her job working where I do, and I swear she drives me nuts. Cause today, I came in and yesterday, one of my shift supervisors got fired, and I've been trying not long after I got there to get promoted, because I used to be a shift supervisor over at Hardee's for over a year before I left there before I got another job. And I'll let them know. It's like I got experience. Most importantly, because the last three managers that they fired, they're all between the ages of 19 to young 20s. Basically, they kids ain't got don't know their ass from a hole in the let the little extra $1 an hour go to their head, and then they can treat anybody anyway, and that they're untouchable, and then they find out on the day they get fired they were sadly mistaken. And then I try to throw my hat in the ring, and then I get passed over from somebody else, and that happened again today. And I was like, and I try not to let it get to me, but after just doing my stuff and then just running back and forth with my head, it's like I just need to go. So I talked to my boss over there. It's like, hey, work half my shift, and if it's all right with you, I want to go. I'd like to leave. And he said it was cool. And then next thing I know, I'm about almost done with my stuff. And she she hasn't been feeling too well because she needs to get her gallbladder taken out. Which I understand. That's pretty serious. I understand that. But she said she's getting sick and all. And I try to see it from benefit out, man. She actually is. But me having my previous history with her, where it seems like every now and then when she needs to whenever someone else is having a bad day, she has to go out of her way to have a worse day. so it could be about her. I'm thinking that's what she was doing there. She might not have been feeling well, but she, had to make sure she's, she put the spotlight back on her problem instead of somebody else's. I was just, it just made me even more irritated. So I ended up going ahead and working my whole shift still, and then like even helped her out get her stuff done because she said she was so sick and all. And I came home and I ate like way too much food. I've been playing the game and just trying to decompress and have a partially good night despite everything else. Oh yeah. If I could, I would. I mean, I worked a whole bunch of different jobs, just trying to find, even still trying to find something I could take comfortable in. And fast food definitely wasn't what I was hoping for, especially in my at my advanced age. Because I always feared being that one old guy that's like 90, 80 years old and still taking cues from like a pimply faced 18-year-old. Because there's always that one old person working in a fast food joint like that, and I really don't want that to be me. And man, I don't know, sometimes they just really stress me out. I know there's the GameStops around here. They're having a job fair on the 24th, looking for managers. So I'm gonna get my girlfriend Valerie to help me out get my resume together and see if something comes through on that. I mean, I like work. I like working at Bojangles. I mean, especially because I work around some pretty decent people. But if I'm not getting anywhere, I gotta start looking at other options. Cause I'm not getting any younger. I'm not as springtime fresh as I used to be. So I got to do something else especially if I'm not getting anywhere there. I gotta either find something that pays a little bit better, or find something that I'm actually gonna have a future at. Yeah, there's two of them. There's two of them in town. There's one right down at the mall right down the road from where I live at, and then there's another one. And then there's another one. It's across town at the other mall. Cause we got two malls here. We got the really good mall, which is the one across town, and then we got the sadder mall, which is the one down the road from where I live, which back in the day used to be the good mall.